Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are trying on a few of the new Chanel products I recently picked up. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. I've been testing out these products, so I'm excited to share them with you. We've got the blurry green palette here, so thank you for nudging me to pick this one up. We also have another item that you convinced me to pick up. It is the blush in Jersey. There are two eyeliners that I've got on, one in Celadon and one in Noir Enigmatique. We also have a lip gloss in True. I had realized I don't think I'd picked up any before, so this is my first Chanel lip gloss. Finally, there were a couple samples of the mascara primer and a mascara, so I will be trying those on as well. I also wanted to mention this is the makeup look I had in the Water Fresh Tint video. Someone was a little bit disappointed that I didn't do the complete look. So in this video, I will take you from the base and eyebrows and then add everything else. So in essence, if you take that one and this video, you'll get the whole look. So let's go ahead to try on. I've got my base and eyebrows on. I used the Chanel Water Fresh Tint again, Clay Pot Concealer, La Mer Powder. I also used the Chantecaille, the Sizzling Powder, and also a little bit of Hourglass. I also used the Guerlain Contour Powder. This is, again, the green blurry palette. I'm going in with this shade right here first. I'll go over my eyelid just so you can see the shade on me because it's nice and neutral. This is, by the way, the Ray Morris number 11 brush. I'm thinking of doing a whole video on just my Ray Morris brushes. I get so many questions about them, and I know seems like a lot of people don't use them, so I can do that. So look for that because I do have a ranking of my favorite brushes here and which ones I use the most. Yeah, this is like an antique bronze color. This is a great one shade eyeshadow if you wanted to do something neutral. It has, of course, shimmer. It's a very sophisticated kind of shimmer though. I do go a little bit above my crease just like this. Without using a crease color, it kind of deepens it. It does provide some depth though because it's not so shimmery. We're going in with this color next. It's a beautiful coppery color. I'm going to use this on half of my eye. So right here, right on top, starting from like the middle of my eye out. I think it gives some very beautiful dimension. This is a pretty color all by itself as well. So I'm gonna go in with this green color. There are two shades here. That's more of like a khaki green. So we'll go in with this one right here. I'm going to make like a wing shape, a suggestion of a wing right here. And it does look like I'm almost going straight up, but that's because of my eye shape. I've kind of learned that what looks like a wing on somebody else does not look like that on me. It looks more like a little, I don't know, it looks like a swoop instead. I'll go underneath as well with this same shade. I'm going to connect the two. I'm just going to take this brush again and just kind of blend these two together right in the crease. We're going to take this deepest shade now. Same brush. I'm going to intensify just that outer V. Keeping it closer to the lash line. I take my favorite brush, the 6.5. Okay, a lot of you ask when I use this one, what is this one? It's the 6.5. And when you see it on either the Beautylish site or Cult Beauty, it looks like this. So you can't see the shape. So some of you have said the one that I listed below doesn't look like this brush because this is the angle they're giving you. If you see this, just know 6.5 does look like this one right here. So I'm going to take that. I'm just going to sweep. Just quickly blends that whole area for me and saves a lot of time and is a game-changing brush. There are a couple of game-changing brushes that I have from Ray Morris. This would be one of them. I'm gonna go in with eyeliner right now just to see where we are. So I've got the Celadon. It goes really well with this. It just kind of concentrates this greenish color a little bit more. So I'm gonna go about halfway. There we go. I think it goes perfectly with the blurry green palette. I'm going to go in with Noir Enigmatique as well. I'm going to tightline with this. And I will take this all the way down. Probably go in with concealer just to clean that up in a little bit. But I did want to go in with a mascara. So I've got the Volume and Care Lash Primer, Chanel La Base. It's very similar to the Dior. In fact, if I didn't look at the packaging, I might not be able to tell the difference between these two. They behave very similarly. But they do the same thing in terms of building the volume, but in a really nice way that doesn't get clumpy. I'm going in with this mascara, La Volume Revolution, and this is in black. Now this has that funny looking wand. This one right here, it has all these little nubs on it. I wasn't sure what to expect with this, but I am honestly surprised at how nice this is. It has more of a feathery appearance, and this is one of those things you can use really easily with bottom lash because the bristles are so small, or these little nubs are so small. So you can get in there and grab every lash. Really easy mascara to use and beautiful results. I haven't noticed any flaking with this. I've used this maybe 4 times since I started testing it. Yeah, I'm impressed with this one. This one can be built up as well. I've gone in with a couple of, actually like 3 coats without clumping. Okay. I actually get a sense of my makeup when I check in the big mirror, like when I do my hair in the bathroom mirror. So when I do my hair, I'm gonna double check, make sure everything looks okay. But we're gonna do blush right now. This is in Jersey. A lot of you love this blush, so thank you for convincing me to pick it up. I'm going to be using the mini kabuki brush, Ray Morris. These are really great sizes. I know it doesn't look like it covers a whole bunch of space, but it doesn't, but it gets into these little blushes a little bit better. And of course, it doesn't take that much longer to apply. You can be a little bit more focused with something like this brush. And it pats the color in really well for me, which is what I need. I need to pat it in here without disturbing this makeup. And then I can kind of brush it on, but right here, I especially need to just tap, tap, tap. I don't want to move too much of my existing makeup around. Just careful with this blush though. It does have a bit more shimmer than my other Chanel blush that I have. And so it has the potential to bring out texture. You can see how beautiful that blush is. It's just really pretty. It has a scent like their blushes. If you haven't tried their blushes before, these definitely have a scent to them. I can't really smell it though once I have it on my face. It's not like I'm smelling it all day long, but I can smell it when I apply it. We're gonna go in with True, the lip gloss straight, just so you can see what it looks like on. So it looks like my lips, but just a little bit warmer. I will show you the lipstick that I did wear though, but I did want to show you this directly on in case you do wear lip gloss by itself and wanted to know what it looks like in case you already have pigment to your lips like me. So it just kind of slightly alters the natural color. Okay, we're gonna remove it though. So I removed it. We're gonna do the lip that I did in the Water Fresh tint video. This is 617 in this one with a camellia on it. So just push like this. And this is a Rouge Allure Velvet. And I'm going on really lightly. So just like a hint of the color. If I applied it like I normally would a lipstick, it would be much deeper. I mean, it already has a lot of berry, but I want to warm it up, and that's what I like about glosses. They can kind of change the tone of the lip that you have on. This has a nice corally color to it. Yeah, it just gives a slight warmth to the lips that I think changes the whole thing. I'm gonna run through the products in a list of priorities. So what would I recommend first versus least? So starting with this palette, I would suggest this, especially if you don't have anything like me. I don't have anything with these green colors that I can think of. I really don't think I have anything like that. I have a lot of warm things and then maybe some purples and then navies for sure, but not green. So I think that that is just stunning. These are really beautiful neutrals just to wear. I do have colors that's similar, but the shimmer on this is very sophisticated. It's not too evident. It's not as evident as some of the other shimmers that I have. So I think that if you like a more sophisticated look, this is beautiful. Then I would suggest if you go with that palette to get the Celadon eyeliner as well, because it pairs so beautifully. And I think that if you have green, sometimes it's a little bit tricky figuring out what eyeliner to wear with it. I have worn espresso with it, but I just feel like this one is a perfect match. So I like this one. I like the Noir Enigmatique, but I think this one is very unique and it offers a lot without looking very exciting. It does have some shimmer in it, but it's, again, very sophisticated, very subtle. Then I would actually suggest this mascara. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I wasn't expecting much. Usually with high-end mascaras, I don't really end up liking them very much, but I really like how this builds. So this has a very fluttery appearance and does a nice job of building the base on the lower lashes, and that makes them look a lot fuller on me than they are. I have very wispy bottom lashes, and that can be a tricky spot for me. So this did really, really well. And as soon as I run out of mascaras, I will probably pick that one up. Then this blush in Jersey is beautiful. I had questions about this. I've worn it in a few videos, and it was probably Jersey that was wearing if it was recent. And I love the shade it offers. I think that these mesh really beautifully with the skin. The only thing is that this does have shimmer. This shimmer is more of a warm shimmer though. And just know if you have texture, just to be very light-handed about it. Or in my case, what I did is I went in here, but I went over it with a powder after, just to tone down the shimmer because of the pores that I have in this area. So if you experience some of the same things as me, putting a powder down after helps a little bit, but I would love something like this with no shimmer. So if you can think of a blush that Chanel has that doesn't have shimmer, that's the same or a similar shade, I would love to know, so thank you so much. And then this lip gloss is beautiful. I don't think I've had a Chanel lip gloss, but I do like that it's very lightweight and not sticky at all. I did have someone ask me a question about comparing this to another lip gloss I talked about, and I can't remember which one it is, so if you want to ask me again, I can compare them now, but that's the reason I bought this, because someone had a question about how a lip gloss compared to this one. So I can answer it now, but I can't remember which one it was. So let me know, but it's very lightweight and very comfortable, easy to wear. I think what's left, the primer, is probably the last one. Not because it's not good, it's very good, but because it reminds me so much of the Dior one. It's not anything unique, but it is very nice. If you like Chanel products and you're looking at the primer, it reminds me very much of the Dior. And that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.